Hello and good day everyone. So today we will be discuss all about the database key as our lesson for the holidays that we have already um, gained during the asynchronous. So the database key. Okay, before we proceed to the relationship, supposed to be there will be keys on our ERD diagram. So let me um, put it on the illustration. So for the database key, for us to relate one entity to the other entity or from one table to the other table, um, we need to have a so-called cross-reference to the other entities with regards to your relationship. To put it simply, so all you need to do is to have a primary key on the other end of the entity, for example, the call ID or either the stud ID. Now, since our illustration here dictates that we have one college or state university or college, whatever entity that you have here. So example on my part will be college. There will be one college, then so many students that are enrolled on particular college. So meaning to say this is one and many students. So meaning to say, if for example this is the strong entity that will be related to the other entity, strong man siya gyapon, but because student is a strong entity, hindi man siya sila nga secondary siya or wala siya may ginagamit. Since student also is a strong entity, however, before we relate this college entity to the student, we need to have a primary key here. So the primary key represents the double underline on my part, but other are using PK, or P stands for primary key, or you can use na lang the underline. So since ang PK kay madugang di sa ano mo no, sa imo nga name dire sa imo column name. So we just put it simply on the double underline, meaning primary key. And as you have observed, if we try to observe on the other side, before we relate from one entity to the other, so we need to have another column here. I mean attributes or column in table. Okay, that same column name or attribute name with regards to your ERD. So meaning to say, so ang name today, it should be also as much as possible parehas lang so that you can identify both of them if this is a primary key or a um, foreign key. So the foreign key here represents the single underline. Others uses the so-called dotted line or dash line, meaning parang though a broken line na style. But this time ang gamit kay straight line lang, no? So this underline, single lang galing, single underline, and the other one will be the double line. So double line means primary key, single line means foreign key. Okay? So that it can be related to the other entity. Same as the other attributes that we're going to encounter later on. So I will be demonstrating here later on how to relate the table that we have created a while ago. However, on this lesson, since I have a problem with my PG admin, so we will shift na lang guys into other tools, no? So we will just tackle na lang the Postgre once I troubleshoot my PG admin. So we'll be using the access on this lesson. Okay, I hope you have your access with you. Okay, if not, try to install your MS Access on your end. Okay, so we'll be using access here. Okay, so i-demonstrate ko lang later on kung ano ang paggamit sa MS Access. Since we are using client side pa naman, wala pa man sa server side, so we will be using the MS Access. Okay, so that's the concept behind the relating, your two entities from using your primary key and the foreign key. Okay, But what is primary key and the foreign key all about that we are talking here? So why is it important? Why is it already been always discussed on the different database manager and any other database tools, or even database application nowadays on the industry. So mayroon ibang Postgre, mayroon ibang SQL Server, mayroon ibang MongoDB, SQLite, and there are lots of databases that are now on the market. However, they have same logic on the DBMS or RDBMS relating to the primary key and the foreign key. Kaya isa man lang guys ang ilang objective is to create a relational database management system or RDBMS. So that's the objective. Now, so as I've said, what's the database key all about? I said, database key all about. The database key guys is an attribute. Attribute siya, no? Or set of attributes which helps you to identify the row. Because the important key here on the DBMS is to know or identify what rows are considered as unique row. Magsinta ng unique row, wala sa redundant or sa doble. So para ma-remove tong mga redundancy, and it will create a data anomaly later on. So you need to have your RDBMS to be implemented or to be applied so that it can minimize those kinds of redundancy and inconsistency with your data. They also allow you to find the relational between the two tables. So that's the rule of the database key, no? Makarelate ka sa two tables. It can help you to uniquely identify a row in a table by a combination of one or more columns in that particular table. Okay? So that's the the very importance of the key. Ang pinaka main factor niya is to identify gid ang tanan nga row nga uniquely identified sila sa isa ka table. Okay? Now, these are the different types of DBMS keys on our relational database management system. So, meaning to say, we have super key, we have primary key, candidate, alternate, foreign, compound, composite, and surrogate. So, those are the keys in the DBMS. Okay, so the first one here is the super key. A super key is a group of single or multiple keys which identifies rows in a table. Okay, a super key may have additional attributes, no? May have, or may not, no? That are not needed for unique identification. So meaning may ara gyapon nga pinaka primary key. Ang super key mapili siya sa mga additional attribute if the other keys are not satisfied. Okay, so example are. Okay, so we have three columns here that represents different significant with regards to your keys. So emp SSN, now if you try to observe, wala sila sang parehas. Same with here, and I think parehas man sila tanan, no? Wala sila tanan mga similarity. But however, if for example, if imp name is concerned, so there's a possibility na mag-double ang pangalan. Now, that's why ang mga names naton, family name is not actually considered as it's a no-no ina siya nga column na i-consider to siya as super key or primary key gid. Kay syempre mo na gani may mga parehas nga mga ngalan, no? Not all the time ang pangalan, let's say for example nga Juan or Pedro are unique, no? But there are some Pedro on the other part of the country or any other part of the nation, no? So that's why emp name is a no-no when it comes to the database key. However, example lang siya if there are some cases nga wala man siya gina-consider nga wala siya sang parehas, no? But normally wala siya. But on this illustration, they're just showing that each and every one of them are unique. O same with here, emp number, wala mga parehas. But later on, if emp number is already been dictated, so pwede siya liwat masulit. No? But the the very concrete and credible ID here is the MSSN, no, which composed of different numbers here. Okay? So meaning to say siya na ma-identify. Just like your student ID on the ARS no, sa TUP. So all of your ID there that indicated on syempre your ID is uniquely identified by you. So ikaw lang ganyan ang ga-own sang amon ang student ID. Okay? So that's the super key. For the primary key naman is also one of the super key, but primary key will just select only one column lang gid. Okay? One column na. Okay? So anong iyang rule? No? Two rows can't have same primary key value. So meaning to say wala sa madubli. Kaya dapat isa lang gid yani ang primary. So meaning, for example, if you try to draw it on a paint, sorry, it's a paint, no? So for example, may ata the ID nga 1, 2, 3. So in meaning, wala dapat may masulit sa ila. Okay? So meaning, uniquely identified sila as ID number 1, ID number 2, and ID number 3. Hindi pwede nga mag-ID number 3 what? So this is wrong or unacceptable sa primary key. No? Hindi pwede lang pareho sila values. Okay? Next. It must be for every row to have a primary key value. Itong i-mention ko a while ago. Hindi pwede magpareho ang ilang value. Kung may value siya nga 3, dapat isa lang din ang 3 na ID number. Then, dapat masunod na is 4, 5, or whatever number comes next to the number 3. Okay? So, same man kung ang battery ng 001, 002, and 003. Okay. So, umuman. So, dapat ma-004 siya, 005, or whatever numbers comes next. So, that's the ang ginastate sa statement number 2. Then, we have the primary key field value cannot be null. So dapat mang silintang cannot be null, meaning hindi siya dapat empty. Dapat may unod siya. Hindi pwedeng 001 for example, tapos 001, tapos 002, tapos blanco lang na siya, tapos 003. Hindi pwedeng wala sang unod, dapat may unogid. So muna yung rule ni primary key. It should have i-record ang ini nga column. Basta primary key lang. Okay? Then the value in a primary key column can never be modified or updated if any foreign key refers to the particular primary key. So, anong ginamin niya na di? So, meaning, once nga naka-establish na ang 001, 002, and 003, so meaning to say, hindi mo na pwede ma-update. Unless na lang kung masulit ka, kaliwat, ma-revamp ka, or ma-restructure ka sang table sang isa ka sa imong database. So that's the time pwede ka kasi na pwede ka rewat ka revamp sang imong ID number. But once na naka-establish ni siya, kag naka-relate na siya sa isa pagid ka table, so meaning to say hindi mo na pwede ma-modify. Naka-fix na ni sa dason ang mo nga mga IDs. Kaya nga, kay ma-relate na siya mo. Kung makarelate na ni siya, kasi na-establish sabi connection, naka-establish sabi connection nga 111, tapos 112, sa piyak naman 111, tapos 116, piyak naman B, 116, then 114. So, meaning to say, kaya naka-relate na siya sa piyak, hindi mo na niyo modify. Kaya kung i-modify mo ni, ma-orphan ni karon ang iya gin-relate sa piyak. Hindi mo orphan basta lang wala sa karon wala sa karon ngin wala siya sang relationship no from the other table. Because this ID is from other table and these numbers here that I stated a while ago came from another table. Kaya nag-relate ka mo. No? Kaya ma-relate na siya. Ma-relate na ang inyong mga ID na sa piyak. So that's why hindi mo na siya pwede mo modify. Okay, basta naka-establish na. Atong sabihin ko a while ago, so kung gusto niyo siya i-modify, dapat ma-revamp ka or ma-rebuild ka or ma-restructure ka sa imo nga table in one particular database. So that's the primary key rule, no, on a database management system using the database key. Okay. Now, this is an example of the illustration with regards to the primary key. Okay, try to observe, all of them are actually, are actually uniquely identified. Mamiski sa name, sa first name, and the rule number. But time comes that last name will be redundantly associated with the others. No, meaning to say, base magdubli si right, no? Base later on miyara nga parehas apelyido nga right or Price, or ang first name also may ara man same name man nga Tom, Nick, and Dana later on. So meaning this two particular column for the first name and the last name is not considered as a primary key. Rule number, if you try to observe, rule number can be an alternate lang, no, but not the primary key, because later on rule number can also be changed later on, or base magdubli man ang iyang rule number. Okay, ang ginamin sa aton nga batantabi ang rule number nga na-pertain dibi sa rule number 11b, si ang duha da abi katawo, si si Dana bilang si Tom. Busilingon da sila nga rule number nila. Pero si Tom may ara gid nga student ID, kag si Dana may ara gid nga student ID. Do for example, B, si sabi ka code nga comp132. Di si comp132, naka-comp132 man si Tom. Tapos nagkuha man comp132 si Dana. So meaning, ang duwa ni si Dana kag si Tom, so miyara sila subject code nga comp132 that pertains into one particular subject, pero they have different student ID. So, meaning to say, ang ma-identify dire nga primary key is only the student ID or the student ID. Okay? Rule number will just be another or candidate or alternate, no, nga mga keys para ma-consider ni siya as keys man. Okay? Pero one of the keys ni siya, pero ano lang siya galing, mga alternate or candidate lang. Okay? Now, so for the alternate key naman is a column or group of columns in a table that uniquely identify every row in that particular table. Table can have multiple choice or choices for a primary key, but only one, but only one can be set as primary key. So example ang itong na-mention ko agina, ari sila are considered as alternate. Kaya ang email, wala man niya parehong email. No? So kung mag-login ka mo, kung may exist ng email, so ginagambal gid si Gmail na may exist ng email. So you need to recreate or apply another name for that particular Gmail. Same as sa rule number, but the only thing that considered as primary key here is the student ID again. Pero as I've said, pwede sila gyapon ma-considered as alternate. Okay? Pwede mo lang gyapon ma-apply gyapon. Kaya ang email, especially email actually pwede gid siya primary key mo. Kaya si email nga ni, wala gid siya parehas sa isa ka account. No, one account, o galing mo lang tayo one account, isa lang may isa ka person, damo account sa Gmail. Amo lang na galing ang iyang galing no nga drawback. Si ABC, si XYZ, kag si Mana, di ba si isa lang ni katawo. But on this illustration, they are assigned on a different person or different accounts. Okay? So that is alternate. Ang naga-broken line is considered as the alternate. Okay? Next to is the primary key. So the primary key is a column that creates a relationship between the two tables. So umuni siya guys ang pinaka-importante sa relational database management system naton, ang foreign key yung ginatawag. So the purpose of the foreign key is to maintain the data integrity and allow navigation between two different instances of an entity. So it will act as a cross-reference between the two tables as it is reference the primary key of another table. So meaning to say, ang cross-reference meaning kung ini nga mga primary key naton, ang PK naton, may cross-reference sila sa foreign key. So meaning pwede ka mo di ka doble-doble, no? pwede ka gamit liwat ito tabi 116, pwede man di 116. Tapos sa piyak naman 112 dibi. Sa piyak naman B is 111. Okay. So miski damo na sila, but they are pertaining only to one particular primary key. Ito bala pila ka 111, 1 2 3. But they are assigned to a different foreign key. So yun sa 6, now we are 1 2 kag 3. But they are assigned on a different primary key. Cross-reference gani ang ginatawag. So para ma-identify ta nga hindi pwede nga mag-create foreign key kung wala sang presence ni primary key. But nag-ano sabi, nag-create ka dibi 115 pero wala siya sang cross-reference sa piyak. No, wala siya ng cross-reference sa 003, 002, and 001. So meaning, this is wrong. Okay, so dapat mayari gini siya reference. Either makonect sa 3, sa 003 I mean, 002, or either 001. So meaning to say, okay na siya doon magamit si 115. Okay, so that's the logic behind the foreign key. Okay, so without further ado, so we will just apply this on our access. Now, I hope you have your access with you. So, sulitan nyo yung guys ng video kung paano mag-create. So, for this, once nga open nyo si access, you click on the blank database. Then, all you need to do is to find the location wherein you want to save your file or the database itself. So, on my part, I will be using, for example, the local D. Dito ko sa isave sa lesson natin. So, okay, so, blank. Okay, sorry, it's HTML. Database. Okay. So, I'll just put here my database. So, and then we will call it this one. Stronghold. Stronghold. Or button ABC na lang guys. ABC underscore corp. So, corp. Okay. So, create lang mo da guys no, sa inyong database para at least you have an idea on how to create a database here on MS Access. So, best type. So, we will just stick on the 2007 to 2016. If not, kung anong available da guys sa inyong unit. Basta iba na 2022, 2023. Meron iba naman niya 2000 format. So on my part, I'll be using 2007, 2016. So do pares pa na sila gyapon, no? Ang galayin lang ang file name extension. Kay kung mga lower version, MDB pa na. Kung naka 2003, I think this is MDB also. But kung naka 2007 to 2016, so naka ACCDB na siya. Okay, ang iyang file name extension. So, but anyway, pares man sila gyapon ng ilang nga ano kay iya man ni Microsoft. Okay? Just click OK after that. Ayan. So, as you can see, ACCDB, no? So, kung tanawan nyo guys, no, kung imo sabi 2000, MDB ang iyang file format. MDB. Okay. Microsoft database, no? So, syempre, I'll be using this one. Okay? So, Access database ang iyang file name extension. Okay? So, once you're done and you are, sorry. Option na butang sa ano ba? Sorry guys sa butang D. Sorry, get. Sorry. Database. My database. Okay. Sorry. So, ano ko sa So, we have common locations ng ako niya, no? Kung hindi mo sa save. So, don't worry guys, automatically ka-save na. You create if you are done with. Ayan. So, medyo lain siya sa Postgre, no? Kaya naka-client base niya siya. Miski wala sa internet, okay lang. Okay. Si Postgre sometimes doon nag-connect pa sa internet. That's why ang manayong problem ang akong database. Okay. Now, as you can see, as you have observed, there will be another tables here on our left side of our pane. Left pane natin. So, we have here the table 1. So, all you need to do is to right-click on it. Then, design view. Okay. Right-click. then design view, then i-save ta lang ang atong table tbl customer. Pamili mo ta last time. Ayan. So by default, meron na siya ID. So sa ID, we will just put the default name ID. Then we have here auto number. Okay, auto number means masige siya na the presang nagligad, kita yan nag-set kung diin sa start may increment sa 1, maximum of 1, minimum of 1, tapos maximum of higher number. Di naman niya basta auto number gani, ma-start na sa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, auto number, automatic number. Siya na automatic mabutang sang number because of the auto number gani. Preferably. Then we have cost name. No, let's make it cost ko, cost ID. Cost ID. Okay, then let's make it a short text. Okay. Ari guys, ang mga data types gali, no? So, mas ano siya, mas ano siya, very revealing, no? Kay ano siya. Okay. So, miski type nyo lang, okay mo lang short text. Or you can just click this drop down menu, then you select the data type you want to be selected. Okay. On my part, I will be using short text. No, I mean short text gali, sorry. Not on my part. Cost ID pala. Then we have cost name. Sorry, cost underscore name. Okay. And then, sorry. So, cost name natin, short text man. Then we have cost address. Add na lang para di tayo yawan type. No? So, ang cost add, imonta lang sa guys long text para at least kung may mga address yung mga lagpat. No? Then we have cost age. Sorry. Age. Then, let's make it number. Okay. And then we have status na lang. Status. Short text magyapon. Then we have contact and this one in a contact number. Okay, contact number short text man. Kay ang mobile number or telephone number may dash mo. Tapos i-consider ito na lang ang 0910 kay may plus 6 na siya mo, plus 63 sa aton sa Pilipinas. Okay, tapos ang primary key today guys is this one. Si cost ID. Right click then primary key. Ayan. Okay, so we're done with it. So after we are done with our database, I mean table, you just simply control W. Control W, close the save na. Control W. To save table, customer, yes. Okay, control W guys ha, CTRL-W. Yes. Ayan. So if you try to double click the customer, automatically you have your the Microsoft Excel nga sheet, no, with regards to your MS Access. So that's the table customer. Let's try to close it first. So para makakreate new table. To create new table, you go to create. Then we have the table design. Okay. So from the table design, so let's proceed to the ID again. Let's make it prod ID na. Prod underscore code. O prod ID na lang. Then let's make it short text. Then prod underscore name. Short text mo yapon. Then prod underscore type. Okay, short text mo yapon. Then prod underscore price. Then let's make it number. But on the number, here on the properties, we'll be using double. Okay, format, decimal places to decimal places. Medyo gamay siya guys, no? Sorry good. Sa but among ginibing sang access mo. Okay, format, standard lang guro. Let's make it standard. This one. Right. So 2 decimal places, then double. Okay. Then next is price. Then we have prod underscore qty OH means ano, on hand. Okay. Then we have same man number. Okay. Pero hindi na ito napagbutang decimal places kaya wala man ano quantity. So whole number lang siya. No? And then we have mano date. So mano underscore date, date and time. Then exp date, that's also date and time. Okay. So ang primary key today is the prod ID. Okay. Right click yun ang primary key. Okay, so that's the ano. Okay lang guys kung hindi kung hindi pasunod. Make sure lang at tandaan nyo lang kung hindi siya nabutang. Okay. Or manakaso kung hindi pasunod iyang field name. So importante lang ang data type is just like this. Okay. So once you're done, again, control the yes. Ang names ng table tag will be TBL product. Okay. So, may duwa na kabilog. Then lastly, ang ato niya transaction. So ang transaction may muta ni OR number. OR no. So we have short text again. May muta identifier gali. Identifier. Okay. Then auto number. Then OR number. Then let's make it short text. Then we have OR date or order date. OD na lang. Order date. Date and time. Ano pa? Prod underscore QTY. But this time, it's not on hand. QTY lang. But sa naman kung pilang yung order yan. QTY OR na lang. QTY OR or na order niya. Then let's make it number again. Ayan. Okay, I think domain order date. Butan to na lang check this one. M name. Kung sino ang nag-transact. Butan to na lang person transact. Butan na lang name. Okay, transact name. Okay, let's make it short text mo yan. So, ang atong ding identifier is auto number. Ang atong primary key diri is the wait lang. Sige. Let's make it dali lang. Sige, muna yung primary kita. So, identifier natin. Sige. Ayan. So, if you're done, so again, control then yes. Then let's make it TBL transaction. Okay, I think it's correct spelling now, transaction. Ayan. And so we have now our 3 tables here. So we will apply now the foreign key and the primary key here on our lesson that we have to simply plot all of the table on our relationship. So ang imo nyo lang guys is to click on the database tool. Yan. Okay, I don't know kung amo nang ginagamit yun. So database tool. Ang iba naman yan sa iba niya mga version nga lower version. Ara lang da siya sa ribbon, no? Pangitaan nyo lang guys ang relationships, no? I don't know yung pare niya but I think it's not. Wala. So, relationship, pangitaan nyo lang. So, once you see the relationship, just click on the relationship. Others, nag-upload, may gagwa na di guys nga pop-up menu diri. Pero ang itsura yaman gyapon may tatlo man lang gyapon kabilog nga table, no, nga makita. Okay? Meron iban din naga-pop up di sa do naga-float di oh. So ang i-click nyo lang gid ang tatlo kabilog. So the customer, click nyo add. So ma-add din siya, product, add, and then transaction, add. Yan. So pwede nyo na ma-close if you want. Para na isabag. Ayan. So we have now your sorry, parang TBL customer and TBL product. Okay. So what we are going to do is to relate all of the table to the transaction. No? Kay matransact ko na di ang product sa inyong table. However, as I have said, well, pwede ko rin ang butangan na yun. Primary key. So, wala ko nang butangan si ko sa ID. Okay, so, however, guys, na before ta mag, as I've said it, before ta mag directly communicate to the TBL transaction, we need to have a foreign key here nga may parehas nga pangalan dire. Now, ang role di guys nga kung anong inyo nga i-create dire nga table nga column name, cost ID dire, kag prod ID dire. Check nyo anay ang iyang data type. Sa cost ID, ang data type ay subong is short text. So, dapat ang i-related is short text man. Si prod ID is also short text. So, meaning to say, short text man na di. Ang i-relate ta. So, what I'm trying to say is, ma-add ka mo di another table at the end. So, mabutang ka da cost ID, sorry, cost underscore ID. Then, syempre, kung ito ginang iyang data type, sundo naman. Kung number, number. Kikagina short text na siya. Then, prod ID, short text man to, di ba? So, short text man eh. So, meaning, cost ID, prod ID, both of them are in short text data type. So, once you're done, draw W, then click yes. Ayan. Okay, observe mi ara netang duwa ka column name nga gin apply, no? Then try to observe kung i-relate ni, so mahimo lang ta guys, no? Imo ta lang is to click and drag sa pares yaman nga cost ID. Okay. Once you release it, though there will be edited or edit relationships, no? Wherein you will be creating a query here. Then as you have observed, we have relationship type na is one to many. Okay, one to many because many customer pwede sa ka-transact, no? Ang isa ka customer at a time. No? So, what I'm trying to say is, kung mag-enforce ka di referential integrity, then you will have your cascade update, cascade delete. So, meaning, kung mag-cascade update, cascade delete, atong ginamba ko sa inyo last time, a while ago, nga once nga naka-implement ng ID, hindi mo na ma-modify. Doon mo nang gawa sa aton nga rules sa aton nga primary key. Kung you still remember, this one. So, mo isang application, sinisang aton nga minimo. Cascade update, cascade delete. Okay? Meaning, kung mag-delete ka ID dire, okay, hindi siya kay tungod may ara siya nga references sa piyak. Okay? So kung mag-delete man, actually, kung mag-delete, no, ang piyak, ma-delete man ang piyak. Doon mo nang guwa niya. Okay? So that's the rule of the edit relationship. Then click create lang after that. Then if you try to observe 1, then ang iyang symbol is infinity. Dapat ko ma-magnify ko balik dito. Ayan. So I hope na siya sa siya. So cost ID to cost ID. Okay, next to it is prod ID naman. So enforce man gyapon, then click create. Ayan. So mayara ka na relationship sa both na table sa isa ka transaction. So anong matabo guys kung kung hindi siya guys, hindi siya preferred, no? niya. So example diaryo si prod ID be ginim ko sa number, no? So lipat ka di or you forgot to change the data type. Now if you try to relate dire kutang kada be relationship, try to observe relationship must be same number of the fields with same data types. So meaning dapat parehas sila data type ang imo gin-apply. Okay? So meaning kung text ni siya tapos ang number, syempre naturally hindi pwede. Mas may pag number to number mo kaya ano pa, naga-coincide pa. Pero kung text to number, hindi pwede. So all you need to do is to edit again, table design. Then let's make it short text. Then control W to save. Then yes. Yeah. So again, click and then drag. Ayan. Kung mag-delete mo guys ang ini nga relationship, ituon nyo lang sa ano sa line niya git. Then click then delete. Or you can just simply press delete sa inyong keyboard. Okay? So mo lang na. Now, so once you're done with the relationship, don't forget to save it by using Control W. Control W, then save. So because each and every time that you are revealing the relationship gaano sa case no, any changes nga gin-apply nimo, naga-change mo na din. Okay? I think we're good no sa atong relationship. Okay? So any questions so far? Kung may mga question giman kamo guys, sorry. Doon ka klase lang ta ano ba face to face pa. Kung may mga question giman kamo guys, just ano lang, just message me on the ano na lang. Okay, so let's proceed on the candidate key. So, candidate key naman is a set of attributes that uniquely identify tuples in a table. Candidate key is a super key man with no repeated attribute. The primary key should be selected from the candidate's key. So, example ni guys, Ario, ID, then email. So, candidate ni sila actually. Okay? Kaya parehas sila unique. Ari unique ni, wala man parehas nga ano nga ID kag wala man parehas nga email kag wala man parehas nga ID. So, pwede sa ma-considered as candidate key. Okay? Then the compound naman contains two or more attributes that allows you to uniquely recognize the specific record. Okay, so example, ari siya. It is compound, it's because ang compound nakagrupo siya. For example, order number guys, no? Is B005. Nag-order ko B005 on the product ID of this one, but they have different product ID and product name. Kagangila nga quantity. Meaning, though ledger ni sa sang amo ni nga OR number, nga order number, nga may mga product ID nga amo ni. Okay? So that's the logic behind the compound. So since ang B004 ya kay isa lang na order niya, same sa B002 isa mo in-order niya. I mean, ang quantity gali sa in-order is 3 but one product lang. Area tatlo ka product ng in-order sa amo ning order number. Okay, so that's the logic behind the compound. Compound yan kay naka-pertain na siya sa isa lang ka order number in one particular product ID. Okay? For the composite key naman, it is a combination of two or more columns that uniquely identify rows in a table. Okay? So the example of this is we have transaction ID 001 but they have do parehas man sa do parehas man sa compound. If you try to observe, transaction ID same but they both different product ID. Okay? Same in here. Okay. Though parehas lang sila sang composite. Ang kinalain niya lang sang compound kay ga-recognize siya sang specific nga record rin naman niya si composite ya uniquely identify the row. So meaning uniquely identify the row, gina-identify niya lang niya ang kutob sang ara na belong sa iya nga transaction ID same with this one. Okay? Normally, duga lang sila, no? Similarly, they are actually combination of your compound, no? Sa isa ka composite key. Okay. Then, and lastly, we have the surrogate key naman, an artificial key nga ginagamit niya para ma-consider siya as surrogate key. And then take note, surrogate key is usually an integer, tapos do not lend any meaning to the data. Ano siya? Example is surrogate key ang magagamit niya. Para ma-identify niya lang ang tanan ni is unique. Okay, kung tanawon nyo guys, no, K2, although pareho sila Android X and Goa, but ang track ID nila is different. Okay, so gimbun mo niya key or surrogate key para ma-identify niya ang tanan as unique. Pero hindi man siya significant. Maybe later on magamit siya, but it's not actually significant column. Okay. Pero sa mo ta a while ago, sa transaction naton, ang identifier na diyo, design ko lang. Ang identifier ta is an example of surrogate. Maybe later on, hindi naman niya sa magamit. Or, actually, ginibutang ta lang siya, wala pa silang significant eh. But later on, hindi mo magamit siya. Okay. Para ma-identify niya lang kada record is unique. Okay. Pero ang primary key tagidya is the OR number. Okay. So that's the transaction with regards to your keys nato. Okay? So next naman nato ni i-discuss is all about the monta is to ma-add ka mo da guys sa record nga daan. Para sa next nato nga meeting, customer naton, kay kamo na lang di ma-supply. So example bino, to do it on Excel, kay mata ko sa inyo Excel format. Okay. It's just naman lang an overview kung paano nyo i-insert. So example lang ata could that be name 1 say maybe cost dash 001. No, let's make it 1. Yeah. Okay, kan kabilog. Ayan. So example, ang manibing unod sang Excel nga ihatag ko sa sa ating nga GC. Okay. Matagod at tatlo kabilog na data sheet for, so this is for TBL customer, and we have TBL product and TBL transaction. Okay. And so we have 1, 2, 3 data sheet. Okay. So sa for example sa customer one example man lang. So if you see this record naton sa ini nga column, so syempre pertaining na siya sa kay cost ID or whatever man gid ang column nga nabilang, butang man sa label sa babaw. Maybe this is cost ID, no? Underscore ID. Yeah. So i-highlight nyo lang siya guys, no? Ang atong nga record. So mabutang ko da at least hundreds of record diri mga cost ID. Then copy. Okay, once you copy it, you go to the table on the customer. Make sure naka-customer na guys ha. Then right click, then you need to paste it. Yan. Then mabasa you are about to paste 10 records. Kay 10 records yung sa tanan. Okay, 10 records din siya. So very easy lang para magkano. Dasig lang guys mag-copy paste. Ayan. So, kung may column naman din nga for the cost name, etc., and so on and so forth, so you just copy all of the record inside your database. Di ka mo guys right-click, then copy, guys, paste guys ha, sa pinaka-column yung para ma-paste sa dason. Okay, kung mag-type ka mo manually, kung niya ako ka mo type. Okay, encoder ka mo, nakaroon din ako mo program. Ayan. Then, if you try to observe, automatically may mga create na plus symbol no? Kay tungod naka-relate ni siya gani as I have said. Okay? So kay naka-relate siya sa sini nga portion, so meaning to say pwede na gid naton kabutang. Okay? Ang aton yung gina-perform dire. So kung mag-order si customer, so pwede sa order. Kung mag-order si number 3, pwede naman sa order. Okay? So customer 1, customer 2. Wala pa man ta names. So kamo na lang masupay. As I've said, parehas lang na yapon. Kay idugangan ko lang na diyo. Okay? Pero no, most probably maning aton nga prefix. So ako lang mabutang sa mga prefix dire. Tapos same with the product, same with the transaction. Okay? So mo niya nag is to copy paste. So that's the for the meantime, so muna natin proceed nga activity. Tapos sa next natin meeting, we will proceed on the actual code of our SQL. Okay? So yeah, I think that's the wrap up of our lesson for our asynchronous last time. Okay? So see you guys on next meeting. Don't be absent kay ma-code to sa atong SQL. Okay? So thank you and good day.